Hi there. Come join me on the floor for some movement that's going to help restore some mobility and rejuvenate your fascia. The movement that we're going to do today is from Primal Movement Works, their Foundations course, and I've just put together a really brief sequence of movements that cover a lot of the different developmental patterns that we go through. This is a super simple sequence. It's not strenuous, but just do what you can as you go through the movements with me. If anything is uncomfortable, just modify as your body needs. So just kind of tune into your body and pay attention to how you're feeling. That's really the key with all of these movements. They can be very soothing and resetting for the nervous system as well. So it also has that added benefit as you're gaining mobility. You're also helping tap into your nervous system, create more awareness in your body and more connectedness through the entire system. So let's get started. Let's start by lying on your back. Legs are going to be out straight. And reach your arms overhead. Wherever they fall, wherever's comfortable. If you can't reach them all the way over, out to the side, or go ahead and bend the elbows. Again, whatever feels good to your body right here. So we're going to just reach with the fingertips and the toes in opposite direction. Take an inhale breath. Exhale, bring those hands back across to the mat. Flex the feet and gently nod your chin. Again, inhale, arms come overhead, reach away, point the toes. Let your head relax. You're not lifting your head as you come forward. Exhale, just pivot your head, nodding your chin towards your chest. Flex the feet. Good. Inhale, reach, exhale, pull in. Notice the front of your body as you exhale and draw everything in, that connection from your head to your feet, the whole front line of your body. And then notice the back side of your body as you inhale and reach away. Good. And let's come back on in. And we're going into happy baby here. So bring one knee up, bring the other knee up. Wherever you are comfortable holding your legs in this position. If you want to hold at the knees, back of the thighs, there's no right or wrong as long as it feels good to you. So I'm going to grab towards my ankles, maybe even grab my feet. It's a little bit more of a stretch as I'm really settling in, letting my thighs sink to the sides of my body. And from here, we're going to start rocking gently side to side. Again, this is something that's very soothing. This feels great through the low back. Just rocking. Keep rocking. Do what feels good. And we'll stop here. Come back to center. Go ahead and straighten those legs back out. We're going to reach back overhead. You're going to take hold of your left wrist with your right hand. Side bend your upper body. Give a little extra pull on that left arm. Walk those legs over to the right side of your body. We're coming into this nice crescent stretch that feels so good on this left side of your body, opening it up. If you want to cross the left leg over the right, go ahead. And we'll take a couple breaths here. And one more breath. And then we'll walk it over to the other side. So grab that right wrist with the left hand. Side bend your upper body and start walking those legs over to the left side. Cross the ankle if you'd like. And again, take a couple breaths here. Good. And let's come back center. And from here, we're going to Bring your right arm across your body, right leg across the left, and roll to your side. I'm gonna prop my head up, so I'm holding my head in my hand here. I'm gonna bend both knees. Now we're working on a little bit of shoulder mobility, neck mobility, and side lying. So I'm making sure that my hips are stacked. I've got a little, I don't wanna have this side of my waist just drop to the mat. I want a little lift here. And then I'm reaching my top arm out long and letting my eye gaze follow the hand as I swing that arm open, up, and around. Good, and again. Around. Just feeling the openness as you rotate through your rib cage and through your neck, and then now let's reverse that direction. So we're coming up overhead and back around. Good, so a little bit of shoulder rolling, a little bit of rib cage opening, thoracic spine rotation. Good, I'm coming back around, and now I'm gonna straighten my legs out, straighten my bottom arm, and I'm rolling onto my stomach. Scooch on the middle of the mat. We're gonna do one exercise here, or movement here, on our stomachs before we move to the other side. So I'm propped up just gently up on my elbows, kind of part way here, so that my head is lifted. I am gonna reach my right hand down the side of my body, let my trunk side bend as I look towards my hand and my foot. And then I'm gonna come back around and reach to the other side. Good. My legs aren't moving. I'm bending, side bending at the waist and reaching around. Good. And the other side. And switch. So you're just kind of sliding your upper body and hands as you reach and reach and reach. Last time, I'm coming back here. Now I'm gonna face away from you to roll onto my other side. Coming here, I'm gonna pick up this leg and come back onto my side. Bending the knees, lifting the waist, reaching this top arm out long to circle around. Good. Opening up the shoulder on this side. Rotating through the spine, letting those ribs fall open. Good. Let's reverse those circles. Good. And last one. Coming back around. Now I'm going to roll over so I'm facing you again. So from my side, now I'm gonna press up into side sitting this way, using my hands to press up, keeping my feet, my legs along my side here. Tops of my feet are flat on the mat. And we're gonna do a little bit of a switch. So I'm gonna bring my hands back behind me, bring my legs out, and switch them to the other side. So I'm pivoting on my hips, using my hands for support. Come back around, tuck those feet under. Swing around, tuck them under. If you want to try without any hands, feel free. That didn't go so well. So you got to really work through the trunk a little bit more to pivot and come around. I'm not doing so good to this other side today. Oh, it's a little bit of a struggle. There we go. So we're going to stay here on this side. I'm gonna actually spin so I'm sitting with my legs, let me face you. Sitting so my legs are out long. If this is too much strain through the hamstrings, go ahead and bend the knees. You can turn them out. You can sit up on some pillows, whatever's comfortable if you need to prop up, but we're not gonna stay here too long for this. So I'm gonna reach my hands out long and then work on a little bit more trunk rotation. So my right arm's coming out and I'm twisting my trunk around. Coming back to center, twisting back around. Good. And right side and left. Good. This time we're going to add on. We're going to let this go a little bit. I'm going to turn to the right, put that hand down, and then reach with my left as my feet tuck back in. And then we're going to switch. So coming back center, reaching over with the right hand, tucking those feet. And we'll just keep moving through that. Good. Pivot and twist. Nice twisting through the body. And we'll do one more time. To this side, good. Coming back center, I'm going to put both hands down on my side. By my side here, I'm going to swing those knees back around. Come up onto all fours. From here, make sure that you spread the fingers wide. This is just to get set up here. Not locking the elbows out. Hips are stacked right over your knees. Shoulders are right over your wrists. Curl the toes under. Sit your hips back so you get a nice stretch through the calf, through the foot, and then rock forward. Feet go flat, tops of the feet on the floor, sit back again. And we're just alternating between toes curled under and feet flat, rocking back and forth. Again, this rocking is very soothing and resetting for the nervous system. Helps integrate all of the movements. Good. And let's go one more time here. And we will work into a little hip drop to the side. So kind of like we're going back into that side sitting, but from all fours. So I'm going to keep my both hands here, and I'm going to let my hip drop to the side, and then come and drop to the other side. So I'm swinging around, supporting myself on my arms, pivoting on my feet, working through my trunk. Okay, coming around, and coming back around. One last time to the other side. Good. And back to center. And from here, I'm going to come all the way up, kind of drag my hands back so I'm lifting through my hands, making this little arch with my hands, sitting back, and then I'm rounding forward into this cat stretch here. And then sitting back even further, coming all the way up into high kneeling, circling my arms around, diving back down towards the floor, pressing my hands down, letting my elbows bend as I come up into this extension stretch, and then we'll go back into that cat stretch. So arch the hands, curl the body, come back up tall, circle the arms back around, dive forward with control, hands come flat on the mat, bend at the elbows, come into a nice arch, lift the head, drop your head back down, curl your spine, come all the way back up into tall kneeling, circle around again, hands are coming back down to the mat for the last time here. Coming back, we're curling the toes under, pressing up into down dog. So press back into your arms, press your feet down as you lift the knees and lift the hips, and then begin to walk your hands back or walk your feet forward, whatever feels comfortable. Take a breath here at the bottom. As you exhale, slowly start to roll yourself up to standing. Coming up tall. You can reach your arms up overhead if you'd like. Take an inhale breath, exhale, let it go. And hopefully after going through that sequence of movements, you feel a little more connected in your body, a little more balanced, got a little bit more freedom and mobility in your body. It's a great system for resetting. This is just a small example of what entire session or partial session of doing a lot of these movements looks like. This was very simplified and easy and soothing. It can progress to being more strength-based, more mobility-based. You know, there's quite a variety of ways to work through all of these movements. So thank you so much for joining me. Bye.